evening, race fans. We're back with a special tonight, the final qualifier for the El Caminos. And you see there, Gnocchi Jack putting on a hell of an acrobatic display last night. Just some crazy driving, but he held it together and picked up the win overall. And then London Possible had a very mixed bag, all over the place early on, but when it came down to it at the end, he managed to pull out a great win. And Gnocchi Jack just pulling out a massive jump there, absolutely clearing the big time air, by far the biggest jump we've seen so far in any competition. Alright, I'm joined tonight by my good friend Frank the Guru Gibbs. G'day Guru.
G'day mate, how's she going tonight?
Bloody good tonight mate, and I am looking forward to this one. It's going to be interesting. So we've got Gnocchi Jack and London Possible, both off fresh wins, coming up against AJ and Kevin, who have never raced on this track before. So it's going to be interesting to see how the slightly more experienced guys go against the rookies.
Ooh yeah, it's going to make it very interesting.
And there you see London Possible with that brilliant overtake right in the last straight that put him through to tonight's race. So first up, we've got AJ and Kevin starting in row 1. That's because this is their first race. Then we've got Gnocchi Jack and London Possible in behind them. As we head up the mountain, we get ready to start. I wonder if the two guys in the front are feeling the nerves and the pressure from behind. And we're off. Oh, was that Kevin that went over? Gnocchi Jack trying to get around. Oh, London Possible coming in fast there. Yeah, that was Kevin that went over.
Yeah, he just couldn't seem to handle that jump. It's going to be interesting to see how he goes for the rest of the race. But you see here, just bounces up. We've seen that happen quite a bit, especially with the El Caminos. That suspension on them seems to be quite a tough one, but London Possible really put on a burst of speed right at the end there and flew up to the finish line.
Alright, lap number 2. AJ still in the front row. Out to an early lead. Oh, he's completely wiped out. Kevin's over. Gnocchi Jack backwards. Can he make it? Goes through to the finish line. London Possible caught up there. What happened? AJ went very wide, rolled. Everybody else seemed to go in all directions. London Possible up on the side and Kevin rolling quite badly. London Possible pushing hard there, trying to get around AJ, but unfortunately just didn't have the speed or the power to get through. Gnocchi Jack just reversing up to that finish line. So some carnage early on as we head out for lap 3. Gnocchi Jack out to a huge lead. Oh, the other boys are over. London Possible goes through nicely. The more experienced guys take first and second, while the other two spend time on their roof. You see AJ there with his wheels up on the side barrier. He was lucky to get it under control, but then Kevin hits him from behind.
And this slide here is like if you go to hoik out the window and it's up by accident and you spit on your window and it just like dribbles down real slow.
I can't say I've ever done that, Guru. Alright, final lap. We've got London Possible and Gnocchi Jack in the front row. Gnocchi Jack with an easy win, London Possible very nicely in reverse. And finally, Kevin and AJ make it to the finish just too late. So Gnocchi Jack here with a huge lead, but London Possible sending it like a legend there.
Yeah, he's going for that big time air. I mean, it doesn't count in this competition, but damn, it's impressive when they hit it.
And then here you see AJ and Kevin both reversing out of Kahuna corner, but a very nice little 180 to straighten up. Just not enough for tonight. Alright, standings for tonight. We've got Gnocchi Jack for Jackson Pass Speedway, London Possible for Sasquatch Family Racing moving through. That means AJ from MJH Racing and Kevin from Kevin Badburn 03 are out of the competition, unfortunately for them.
So Gnocchi Jack really seems to be coming into his stride, and London Possible putting on a pretty good show there as well. I mean, both drivers fresh off their wins last night, obviously fired up and ready to roll. And just great to see them really pushing hard and managing to keep it under control, not losing their cool and making the wins count when they need it.
And AJ and Kevin just really struggling. I mean, this happens when you have a new driver on the track. They just can't handle that jump. It's very unusual for any of the tracks in the diecast leagues to have a jump, and this one certainly causes these drivers all sorts of problems. And then of course, even if you land, you're straight into Kahuna corner, so you've got to be hard on the brakes and get the car around. It's hard to get the steering in while you're heavy under brakes. It just wants to slide, as we see so often. You see there, just that very slow, sad slide down on his roof there for Kevin, and AJ sliding around on his roof as well. And London Possible with that huge jump.
Yeah, he was very close. I think he actually clipped the side there just a little bit, so it wouldn't have actually counted for a big time air, but damn, it was an impressive jump.
Alright, that's enough for tonight. Coming up next time, we've got Po'boy from Po'boy Racing, Peter Pushrod from Pistol Pistons, Joe Marquez for Marquez Racing, and Sammy Seatax for General Specific Racing. You know these Monte Carlos like to get mental, so we want to see you there next week. I'm Tom Spanners Watson, he's Frank the Guru Gibbs. We will see you next time. So, Guru, you spit on your window quite often, do you, when you drive?
Oh, no, mate, but, you know, just sometimes you're driving along and you get a bit of phlegm, and so you just want to hoik it out, and you just forget your windows up.